the cloud that became a dragon. Once upon a time, high above the bustling cities, rolling hills, and sparkling rivers of a faraway land, there lived a little cloud named Nimbus. Nimbus was smaller than the other clouds and floatier too. While the big, important clouds liked to gather in groups and cast their shadows over the earth, Nimbus preferred to drift alone, daydreaming about all the wonderful things she could become. When the wind sang through the sky, Nimbus would twirl and spin, imagining herself as a fluffy sheep, a soft pillow, or even a mighty mountain. But deep in her heart, Nimbus longed for something more. She wished she could be special. So special that everyone below would look up and marvel, not just at her shape, but at the wonder she brought to the world. One bright morning, as the sun painted the horizon with pink and golden light, Nimbus noticed a group of children in a green meadow. They pointed up at the sky, laughing and shouting, "That one looks like a horse." "That one's a ship! A castle!" Nimbus tried her best to look like something magical, squeezing and stretching herself in every direction. But the children didn't seem to notice her at all. They were busy with the big, fluffy clouds that made easier shapes. Nimbus felt a tiny droplet of sadness form at her edge. What's the use, she thought, of being a cloud if you can't make anyone happy? She drifted away from the meadow, high above forests and rivers, lost in her own thoughts. That's when Nimbus heard a gentle voice. "Why are you so gloomy, little cloud?" It was Zephyra, the wise wind who had travelled the skies for thousands of years. Nimbus sighed a misty sigh. "I want to be special, but I'm just a small, ordinary cloud. No matter how hard I try, nobody notices me." Zephyra swirled around Nimbus, ruffling her edges kindly. Every cloud is special in their own way, but if you want to become something truly extraordinary, you must first believe in yourself, and sometimes you have to listen to your heart's wildest dreams. Nimbus thought about this as she drifted along the sky. She remembered a story the stars once whispered, a story about dragons, those legendary creatures of power and wonder. Their scales shimmered like rain, their wings stretched wider than the sky, and their hearts burned with courage and kindness. Oh, how Nimbus wished she could be a dragon, just for a day. As the day wore on, Nimbus tried to make herself look like a dragon. She stretched her wispy arms into wings, puffed her middle into a round belly, and curled her tail behind her. It wasn't perfect, but she felt a little braver already. Then, just as the sun began to set, something magical happened. The last rays of sunlight touched Nimbus, painting her with brilliant colours: fiery orange, dazzling gold, and deep purple. The light danced along her edges, and for just a moment, Nimbus didn't look like a cloud at all. She looked like a real dragon, soaring high above the earth. Down below, the children in the meadow looked up and gasped in delight. "Look!" they cried. "It's a dragon in the sky!" They pointed and cheered, their faces filled with wonder. Nimbus's heart soared. She flapped her cloud wings and swooped gently across the sky, swirling and twirling with joy. She breathed out a trail of sparkling mist, and the children giggled, pretending it was dragonfire. Even the grown-ups stopped what they were doing to watch the magical dragon cloud float by. As night fell, Nimbus's dragon shape slowly faded, but the feeling in her heart stayed bright and strong. She realized that she didn't have to be the biggest or boldest cloud to be special. All she needed was imagination, courage, and a little help from the sun and wind. From that day on, Nimbus became famous across the skies. Whenever the sun set and the wind whispered, she would transform into the cloud dragon again, bringing smiles and dreams to everyone below. Children would wait in the meadows, hoping to catch a glimpse of the magical dragon that soared among the clouds. And sometimes, when the sky was just the right shade of gold and purple, Nimbus would hear the children's laughter drifting up to her. She would remember how it felt to believe in her wildest dreams, and she would know, deep in her heart, that anything was possible for a little cloud with a big imagination. As the stars twinkled and the moon rose high, Nimbus curled up in the sky, feeling happy and proud. She knew that every cloud, no matter how small, could become something wonderful if only they dared to dream. Far below, in cozy houses and soft beds, children drifted to sleep, their dreams filled with dragons dancing in the sunset sky. And whenever they looked up, they remembered that even the tiniest cloud could become a legend, as long as it listened to its heart. So if you ever see a dragon-shaped cloud at sunset, remember Nimbus, the little cloud that became a dragon, and the magic that lives in every dreamer's heart. And that, dear listener, is the story of the cloud that became a dragon.